Throughout my working years, I held a lot of odd jobs. I had a lot of jobs that ranged from working at factories, working in assembly lines, and then I stumbled upon a sales job. Boy, sales is an opportunity for you to make a lot of money, but it just was not something that I was good at. But one thing I do remember is when we would go through the different sales pitches, one of the things that they would come up with, there was an acronym that was used. It was called WIFM, and it's an acronym for What's in It for Me. And as I'm enjoying my weekend and just thinking about things, I was thinking about how that applies to our lives. A lot of the times we look at things, and if someone presents something to us right in front of us, they're like, well, this is an opportunity for us to take advantage of. Oftentimes we decide if we're going to take advantage of that opportunity by looking at it as what's in it for me. But then when we look at the Bible and the things that we believe in terms of our relationship with Christ, imagine if he said, what's in it for me? Do you think he would have made that sacrifice? Do you think he would have died on the cross for us? Probably not. What's love without sacrifice? Sacrifice requires for you to be selfless. It's time for us to stop being so selfish and start being selfless. Sacrifice requires for us to get out of our own way. Not and knowing in that very moment that we have to realize that it's greater than us. The things that God wants us to do is not necessarily about us. It's about the people around us. It's about our ability to influence, ability to change, ability to birth different things in people. But we can't get to that point if we're being selfish. We have to be selfless. Are we really willing to sacrifice our own agenda to submit to God's plan? Are we willing to put down our agenda to pick up his? Even if that involves going in a different direction than we predicted or that we set a plan for. I had no intentions to sit in front of a camera and allow God to use me, just to be totally transparent for a moment. But I realized doing everything that I've done throughout my entire life, doing it my way, got me nowhere. It wasn't until I realized I made the personal choice. I had to sit down and make the personal choice to say, you know what? I'm tired of doing it Joe's way or Joseph's way. It's time to do it Jehovah's way. It's time to do it God's way. Because everything that I've done in my life up to this point has always been about me. Until this moment, I realized that true love requires sacrifice. I want to be a husband one day. That requires a level of sacrifice similar to that of Jesus, how he sacrificed his life for his bride, the church. So if you want to be married one day, as a husband, men out there, if you want to be married one day, you have to learn how to sacrifice. Love requires sacrifice, and it's time for us to start sacrificing our plans for God's plans for the betterment of his people, our brothers and our sisters, to our left and to our right. So never ask what's in it for me. It's what's in it for them, the people that are around us.